Imagine amassing a fortune so vast that adjusted for inflation, it would be worth over $340 billion today, more than the wealth of Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates combined. This was the reality of John D. Rockefeller. Born in the year 1839, Rockefeller was a man destined to change the course of history. From humble beginnings in Richford, New York, he moved to Cleveland, Ohio, at a young age where he entered the business world as a bookkeeper. His knack for numbers, and his shrewd business sense, set the stage for his future empire. In the bustling city of Cleveland, the young Rockefeller saw opportunity. It was here, in the heart of the Industrial Revolution, that his journey truly began. He took his first steps into the oil business in 1863, partnering with Samuel Andrews, a chemist who had developed an inexpensive method to refine crude oil. Together, they created the firm Rockefeller and Andrews. This was a time of great change and innovation. The world was shifting, and Rockefeller was at the forefront of it. He used his keen business acumen to seize the opportunities that lay before him. With a calculated risk, he ventured into an industry that was still in its infancy, an industry that would ultimately turn him into the wealthiest man in history. Rockefeller's entry into the oil industry was not just about wealth, it was about vision. He saw the potential of oil, a resource that was largely untapped and unexplored. He saw a future powered by oil, and he set out to make that future a reality. His venture was not without challenges, but with each obstacle, he only grew stronger, more determined, and more successful. And so, in the midst of the American Industrial Revolution, the foundations of the Rockefeller Empire were being laid. It was the birth of an empire that would shape the world, an empire that would thrive and expand, leaving a lasting legacy for generations to come. Rockefeller, a man known for his shrewd business acumen, saw the potential of the oil industry and seized the opportunity. This marked the beginning of a journey that would forever change the face of American industry. In the year of 1870, the formation of Standard Oil set a new precedent in the world of business. Rockefeller, with a vision far beyond his contemporaries, understood that the true power lay not just in drilling the oil, but in controlling its entire journey from the ground to the market. This led him to gain control over multiple aspects of the oil industry, from refining to transportation, and even marketing. Standard Oil, under Rockefeller's strategic leadership, was not just a company, it was an empire. An empire that held an iron grip over the oil industry, effectively creating a monopoly. This was something the world had never seen before. Rockefeller's business tactics were as diverse as they were impactful. He was known for making strategic partnerships, undercutting prices to outdo competition, and even buying out competitors when necessary. All these moves were aimed at one thing: dominance. However, these tactics did not come without their share of criticism. While some lauded his vision and strategic acumen, others criticized his methods as ruthless and monopolistic. Controversy aside, one thing was clear: Rockefeller was a man who knew how to play the game of business and play it well. The result? By the late 19th century, Standard Oil controlled approximately 90% of the oil refineries and pipelines in the United States. The monopoly was not just established, it was thriving. This was not just the story of a man or a company, it was the story of an era where an individual's vision could reshape industries and leave a lasting impact on the world. Rockefeller's empire, built on oil, had become an unstoppable force. His influence seeped into every corner of the industry, and his legacy, a testament to the power of strategic thinking and ruthless execution, continues to be studied and admired to this day. Scene script. However, even empires face challenges. For Rockefeller, it came in the form of antitrust laws. In the early 20th century, the United States government took a stand against monopolies. Standard Oil, John D. Rockefeller's empire, was squarely in their sights. The landmark Supreme Court case of 1911 was a turning point in the history of American business. The court ruled that Standard Oil had violated the Sherman Antitrust Act, which was designed to combat entities that restrained trade and stifled competition. This resulted in the breakup of Standard Oil into 34 separate companies. But here's the twist. Many of these companies are familiar names today. ExxonMobil, Chevron, and BP, among others, all have roots in the fragments of Standard Oil's empire. Despite the breakup, Rockefeller's influence in the world of business was far-reaching and long-lasting. Yet, his story didn't end there. With the dissolution of his empire, Rockefeller turned his focus to philanthropy, a venture that would be just as impactful as his business endeavors. He believed in the principle of giving while living, and his generosity knew no bounds. One of his most significant contributions was the creation of the University of Chicago in 1890. With a generous gift, Rockefeller set the stage for what would become one of the world's leading research institutions. His philanthropy also extended to public health, with the establishment of the Rockefeller Sanitary Commission in 1910, which aimed to eradicate hookworm disease in the southern United States. In 1913, he created the Rockefeller Foundation with an initial endowment of $100 million. The foundation's mission was, and still is, to promote the well-being of humanity throughout the world. It has funded groundbreaking research and initiatives in fields ranging from public health to education, agriculture, and the arts. Despite the breakup of his empire, Rockefeller's influence was far from over. His legacy, both in business and philanthropy, continues to shape the world we live in today. The name Rockefeller didn't end with John D. It was carried forward by his children and grandchildren, who continued to shape America. Leading the charge was John D. Rockefeller Jr., a man who, like his father, believed in the power of capital but also had a keen eye for architectural beauty. He played a pivotal role in the construction of major New York landmarks. He transformed the city's skyline, giving us the iconic Rockefeller Center, a testament to the family's enduring legacy. But his contributions weren't just confined to bricks and mortar. John D. Jr. also had a profound influence on America's cultural scene. He helped shape the Museum of Modern Art and the Metropolitan Opera, turning them into world-renowned institutions. Following in his father's philanthropic footsteps, he donated vast portions of his wealth to causes close to his heart. His generosity extended to education, health, and conservation. He donated land for national parks, setting a precedent for future generations to protect the natural environment. Then, there was Nelson Rockefeller, who chose a different path. He ventured into the political arena, serving 4 terms as New York's governor. His political career was marked by progressive policies, focusing on education and housing. He later served as vice president under Gerald Ford, further cementing the Rockefeller influence on American politics. Perhaps less known but equally impactful was Lawrence Rockefeller, an environmentalist at heart. He used his wealth to preserve nature and promote conservation. His efforts led to the creation of several national parks and nature reserves. And let's not forget the Rockefeller women like Abby Aldrich Rockefeller, who not only co-founded the Museum of Modern Art but also championed women artists. Or Peggy Rockefeller, who dedicated her life to improving global health and reducing poverty. Each of these individuals, in their own unique way, carried forward the Rockefeller legacy, impacting various facets of American society. Their contributions spanned from the arts to politics, from conservation to philanthropy, each leaving an indelible mark on the American landscape. The Rockefeller name, synonymous with wealth and power, continues to leave its mark. From a single man's ambitious venture in the oil industry to a lasting legacy of wealth and influence, the Rockefeller Empire stands as a testament to American capitalism. As we fast forward to today, the Rockefeller name continues to resonate in the corridors of power and influence. No longer confined to the oil industry, the Rockefeller footprint is now seen in various sectors, from finance and real estate to philanthropy and environmental activism. The family's wealth, estimated to be in the billions, is managed through a number of trusts and investments, ensuring that the Rockefeller fortune continues to grow and prosper. Much like the patriarch John D. Rockefeller, who believed in the power of capital to effect change, the family uses its wealth to fund initiatives and causes that they believe in. One such initiative is the Rockefeller Brothers Fund, a philanthropic organization that supports efforts to promote sustainable development and social change. The fund's work reflects the family's long-standing commitment to addressing societal challenges and building a more equitable world. In the business world, Rockefeller & Company, now known as Rockefeller Capital Management, continues to be a major player in the financial sector. With its roots tracing back to the family office established by John D. Rockefeller in the late 19th century, the company now offers wealth and asset management services to a broad range of clients. Furthermore, the Rockefellers' influence in the real estate sector is undeniably monumental. The iconic Rockefeller Center in New York City, a beacon of Art Deco architecture, stands as a testament to the family's enduring impact on the urban landscape. But the Rockefeller Empire is not just about wealth and business acumen. It's also about a legacy of philanthropy, environmental stewardship, and a commitment to societal progress. The family's contributions to education, health, and the arts have left an indelible mark on American society. The Rockefeller Empire, a saga of ambition, wealth, and legacy, is woven into the fabric of American history. John D. Rockefeller once said, "I would rather earn 1% off 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts." This mindset has defined the Rockefeller Empire. As we've journeyed through this narrative, we've seen the birth of an empire that grew from humble beginnings into a monopoly that would change the face of the American economy. The formation of Standard Oil was a pivotal moment, setting the stage for a legacy that would extend far beyond the oil industry. When the empire was broken up, it didn't spell the end. Instead, it ushered in a new era of philanthropy. The Rockefeller name is now synonymous with generous endowments to education, health, and scientific research. Today, the Rockefeller Empire remains a significant player in various sectors, continuing to shape America's landscape. And so, the story of the Rockefeller Empire serves as a timeless lesson in business acumen, power, and the shaping of America. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe for more interesting tales of history and legacy.